Hello, hello, hello. Is this thing on? Welcome to the channel, welcome to the channel, welcome to the stream. Once again, live is Saturday night. And this is Bose831 Gaming live on Twitch. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome one, welcome all. Once again, Bose831 Gaming live on Twitch, and this is a continuation of my Farming Simulator 22 Platinum expansion series, and we're on the Silverrun Forest map, which is the map that comes with the Platinum expansion pack in Farming Simulator 22. And once again, I'd like to welcome you for jumping in, tuning in, and joining me in this series. Just before we really get started and get into it, I did want to do a little bit of general housekeeping on some information that I provided on one of the previous episodes, I believe, about the year 2 season pass for Farming Simulator 22. I think I may have erroneously described it as being 3 expansion packs, and that the 4th expansion was a additional map, but it's actually the way the year 2 season pass actually gives you access to 4 expansion packs and a 5th piece, and that is the new map. So it's actually 5 things that you get with the year 2 season pass. Pack 1, what they say about that one, Pack 1 is the hint they provide for you is Pack 1 says take building a step further. Pack 2 says machines to rule the mountains. Pack 3 is a bonus pack. And then Pack 4 is equipment to improve productivity. And then the big expansion, which is the map pack, is expansion part 5 of the season pass. And that's explore a new map with lush, exciting crops, and they have a picture of a carrot on that particular page for that part of the pack. So although that could be a carrot, that could be some type of sugar beet or some different crop altogether, but it appears to be a carrot. Boom. And Giants, I'm sure will release more information as we get into next year and we get closer to the release dates for those particular content packs. But the year 2 season pass is available now for the low price of $39, depending on what platform you're on. If you're on PC, you can get it directly from Giants. If you're on console and you're depending on your console of choice, you will either get it from the Microsoft Store or the PlayStation Store. Or if you're on Steam, I think you can get it from Steam or Epic or whatever your platform of choice. But you might want to go ahead and get it now because based on available information, it looks like the suggested retail price is going to be somewhere around $59-60. But right now they're selling it at a pretty much a discount, and it's down to $39 right now. So if you want to try to jump on that before the price goes up to whatever the regular price is, which I believe will be around $59-60, you want to go ahead and get that now. Because I think I did indicate in a previous discussion that, for the most part, I've been generally pretty happy with the content that was provided in the year 1 season pass, especially with this piece that we're using now. This is the last part of the year 1 pass that we're using right now. This whole Silverrun Forest map and everything that we're doing here. But looking forward to whatever Giants has in store for us for year 2. And I'm also kind of wondering if that's kind of going to be the process going forward, and are the different versions of Farming Simulator now going to be on like this 2 or 3 year development cycle before they roll out with a different version of the game? We shall see, but I'm sure we'll find out more additional information in the coming year. I think 2023 is going to be an interesting year for the Farming Simulator series. If it's anything like 2022 has been, it's going to be a great year. And also, if you couldn't tell by my voice, I'm still hanging in there, still fighting a good fight. Yep, but still got a little bit of a bug, and it's still been trying to hold me down, but I've been trying to push my way through. And I had actually started to improve a little bit towards the end of the week, last week, but then yesterday after work started to take a turn for the worse again, and still kind of trying to fight through it a little bit. So depending on how things go tonight, you might see me utilize the mute button a little more judiciously tonight, so that you're not hearing me, lose along, and if I have to cough or something like that. But I'm still trying to hang in there. It's just interesting, in this day and age that we live in now, because we're on the left side of what I like to not so humorously call the modern plague. Everybody's looking at everybody else sideways when they, have a cold or cold symptoms now. So it's just crazy. but that's where we are right now, unfortunately, in this world that we live in right now. All right, but I'm medicated, hydrated, and hanging in there. So I appreciate everyone tuning in with me, and we're going to try to go ahead and get through this tonight. All right, so picking up where we left off on the last episode, we were working through some contracts. We had a harvesting contract that we were working on, and that was on field 3. And as you can see, we had completed at the end of the episode, we were just finishing up completing a tree transport contract, but we weren't able to quite finish that in time due to some issues we were having live. But I did end up making those sales off camera, and that's why you see my balance is up to 43,000 right now. So we did haul those logs, get those logs loaded, and hauled them off to the sale point and sold those logs. And let me tell you, that was fun, because true to nature, just like I thought was going to happen, and what has been happening to me frequently as of late, I've been having this habit of tipping over fully loaded log trailers, and I had to do it again, and I had to do my my little trick with the forklift again, multiple times. In fact, when I was doing this off camera, on one trip I tipped the same trailer over 3 times. That's how great I was doing. But you live and you learn. But that's part of the fun of this game, is you kind of learn through trial and error, and that's just gives you, a lot of different things to do, a lot of different challenges to face. But you always come up with creative ways to figure out those challenges oftentimes. Alright, so I'm trying to get up to speed here. Let's see if we got room to dump some iron ore. Still not enough room to completely unload the truck yet. So we're not quite there yet. But where is... Okay, that's what I was trying to get. Like, it wasn't taking me to the harvester. Alright, so we got the harvester. And we've already finished harvesting this entire field, so we just need to unload and take but we've already harvested to the sale point, and we'll be done with that with this contract. And again, guys, you just have to bear with me, because this is probably be the most talking that I've done all day, so I don't know what my voice is gonna do. So just hang in there with me. I may have to go quiet from time to time just to give my voice a little bit of time to recover or whatever the case may be. So just bear with me tonight. Alright, so we got the sunflower seeds all loaded up, and we can take those to the sale point and hopefully make a little cash. Once I figure out how to get the heck out of here. Alright, that looks like the road up ahead. And there is no crossing here, so I gotta be on the lookout for the train. Don't want that to come flying through here and T-bone me off the screen or something like that. That would not be good. Alright, so we're headed to the sale point. It should be right up the road here. And as we drove by that billboard that we saw to the left, just a funny little thing that came up and was kind of like a little bit of a hot topic. And the gaming conversation this week is that Microsoft had filed for a patent for advertising in games. And I just thought that was kind of amusing point when certain games already do it. Like if you notice, this game has dynamic billboards that basically push ads, like this billboard right here. That's a dynamic billboard right there. Right now it's pushing a Giants ad, but Giants can push other content to those billboards, and in some cases they do. From what I understand, based on some posts I've seen on Reddit from other gamers, the ad that those billboards actually display different content depending on where those individuals are located at around the world. So some players are already getting that, and I'm sure there are other games that do that as well. Alright, we're getting close to the sale point here. But the other speculation is that Microsoft might be just kind of bouncing around ideas about maybe having an ad-supported tier of Game Pass or something like that, which would be interesting. In my humble opinion, I don't think that's the wisest way to go, but Microsoft maybe just be weighing different options just to see. I don't know which sell point I'm supposed to drop at. Yeah, it looks like this one. So, side back. Hopefully this is correct, or we're gonna be in big trouble. Alright, and here's one moment now. I'm going to be on mute for just a second. I'll be back with you in just a moment. Alright, I'm back. Alright. Yeah. So we finished that contract. We got another $1,800 bonus. Profits. Sold product. So now we can go to our contract screen. go ahead and complete the full contract and get another $1,977. We're going to go ahead and collect that now. And that contract is complete. And I don't think I'm going to mess with the rock removals or the dead woods or anything else right now. I think we're done for today. But what I want to get into today. And we're going to move on to the next day and see what comes through on the next day. So let's kind of bring this equipment over to the shop. And I got to get some money coming in so we can get started working on the resources for these major projects here. Obviously, we're going to start with the boat first. Excuse me. To get started on the boat, as you can see, we need 9,000 liters of planks. 9,000 liters of planks long. 55,760 liters of wood beam. 1,800 liters of metal. And we can kind of grab the metal and drop that off right now. And we need 7,200 liters of floor tiles. And producing the floor tiles will require ownership of a production chain that we don't have yet. So we'll have to get enough money together for the floor tiles piece as well. And we can kind of go take a peek at that. If you go over here, floor tiles are produced by the flooring factory production chain. And this is the flooring factory here. And I'm quite sure how much will this production chain cost us. We'll need $110,000 to purchase this production chain. We're not quite there yet. Obviously, if we're going to speed this thing along, I am going to have to, get into taking out some loans, but I didn't want to get too deep into it. But in order to get things moving, we may have to make that sacrifice and just go ahead and take out a bunch of loans just to kind of jumpstart a lot of the things that we need to get going here on this map. And while we're here, let's go take a look at the big boy, and that's the roller coaster. And that is the major project. Stop by the roller coaster. And this is the roller coaster. And as you can see, it's in various states of disrepair. And as we continue to supply, you'll see all of this slowly change and improve over time as we get closer and closer to its construction. But this is where we're at starting off. For the first step, for the roller coaster, we'll need 6,000 wood beam, 4,032 liters of planks, 2,496 liters of planks long, 480 liters of metal, 200 liters of floor tile, and 2,016 liters of staircase railing. Staircase railing is another production chain, and that staircase railing can be found at the wood turner production chain. And that's this production right here. And that one will set us back a cool 80,000. So that one's a little cheaper than the floor tiles. So we'll have to look at getting into that as well. But for right now, we're just gonna come back around and park it at the shop. But we get a few things figured out and try to work our way through a few more contracts. Alright, and we want to take a look at our leased equipment screen. Let's see if there's any equipment we're going to go ahead and turn in. And right now we can go ahead and turn in the telehandler. We'll pick that back up on another day. And same thing for the forks. And we'll keep the truck on hand. And we'll keep the conveyor on hand and all of that other good stuff for now. So I'm going to go ahead and hop over to our farmhouse, and we're going to go ahead and advance to the next day. Alright, sleep for 8 hours. Alrighty, so let's see how we're doing on contracts today. Alright, so we have 2 fresh new tree transport contracts. We have a cultivating on field 3. That's only worth about $2,000. I don't even know if that's even worth the effort or the time. But the tree transports, most definitely, so we'll go ahead and accept the one on farmland 28 for starters. If we have time, we'll come back and do the one on 14, but we'll start with the one on 28. And we'll do those one at a time. Alright, and you know the drill. So we're going to go in the shop, and let's go ahead and grab our, I like to do these with the telehandler, so I'm going to go ahead and grab my telehandler for this one today. And when I can, we like to mix it up just to have it, make it a little more interesting. So we use different pieces of equipment. I don't think we've excuse me. Should have muted that part. Alright, so I don't think we've used this one. I'm going to go ahead and lease this guy. Yep, that's $5,000. And then we'll go ahead and get the telehandler forks. So we'll lease the carriage forks again. And one additional piece of equipment that I want to try out this time as well is we're going to go ahead and lease the big bag handler. Alright, and we're going to hop on over to the shop here eventually and test drive our new equipment. And the reason, I know you're probably asking, okay, what's up with the big bag handler? I'm about to show you. I found this piece of equipment to be a pretty clutch piece of equipment for me in my farming simulator gameplay over time. At least as was the case in Farming Simulator 19. And so far it hasn't been that different in Farming Simulator 22. But we're going to go ahead and get the boat building kick-started by dropping off our first piece of equipment that the boat builders need to get started on the boat building project. And that's our metal. So we're going to head over here to our metal factory. Okay, so here we are. I'm going to go ahead and grab at least one piece. And there we go. And that's where this guy comes in handy. It's a lot more, in my humble opinion, easier to use than the forklifts. Over time, since I've been playing Farming Simulator 22 for a period of time now, I've gotten to be pretty decent with the forklifts. And I can actually, you know, manually load a bale trailer if I choose to be patient enough to do so. You know, auto-load trailers are a boon to me, but I don't have to have them. I can manually load bale trailers. It's just a lot more time-consuming and a tedious process, and it just depends on, you know, how you want to play the game. And I know you guys have heard me talk about that before. You know that you have people that are into the ultra realism, and I kind of float somewhere in the middle of all of that. But you have to do what is fun to you. And as you can see, the boat builders just took our load of metal. So now if we look at the chart, it shows in the storage they have 999 liters of metal. But they need 1,799 liters, so we got to go grab one more load of metal, and then it should be fully supplied at that point. At least as far as the metal is concerned. So we'll go back to the steel factory one more time. And we're going to grab one more pallet of metal. La la la. Getting tongue twisted there with a very simple word. And we're going to grab one more pallet of metal. Take this over to the boat builders as well. Alright, there we go. So now if we take a look at the boat builders, they have 1,996 liters of metal. And they only need 1,796 liters, 95 now. That's because the numbers are changing dynamically now as they use the supplied materials. So they have the metal that they need right now. They need 9,000 liters of planks, 9,000 liters of planks long, 5,760 liters of wood beam, and 7,200 liters of floor tiles. And we're a long way out on some of those other components, except for I think we can go grab the planks now if we want to. But there's no rush on that because we won't be able to roll into the next step until we have the floor tiles and all of that going as well. And as we bring components over to these special productions, you're going to see various levels of progress depending on what steps we are on in the process. It's really cool. Excuse me while let me mute real quick. Alright, I'm back. Alright, first let's go work on this logging situation, and then we'll come back to that, because again, that's not going to advance or be ready to advance until we get those floor tiles, and we're not in a position for the floor tiles yet. Alright, so we're back at the shop. And we're going to drop the big bag lifter off for the moment. And go ahead and grab the log forks. Okay, one moment, please. Okay, I'm back. And again, that's kind of going to be a struggle tonight. I'm going to have to try to do this thing and try to sound clean and well. About chowing down on throat drops or whatever I can get my hands on to try to keep this thing going. Alright, so let's take a look at the big board and see what we're working with. So the logging site is in a familiar area. That's good. We had logs in that area before, so we're going to go ahead and take the tractor over there now. And when it's done, then we'll drive the telehandler to the same job site. And again, due to my condition tonight, guys, you just have to bear with me. I know on my regular streams, there's often times where I do have some dead zones, but tonight we're having probably more dead zones than usual due to me trying to conserve my energy and my voice and so on and so forth. And when I was doing that, just taking a quick peek at the big map to make sure I was on the right path, although I should kind of know this one by heart because we had a couple of contracts over here already, so it should be a very familiar space. Alright, and here we are. Right now I'm just trying to think of how I want the trailer positioned so it could be in the best position to get out of here without accidental tipping or turning over the trailer. Although like I mentioned earlier, I've had such great luck with that as of late. Alright, so we're ready to bring the telehandler over to the site. So we're going to go ahead and grab it. Go ahead and drive over to the site as well. And we're just going to follow the same path like we did with the tractor now. And go over to a very familiar spot. This before, just trying to get the logs loaded onto the trailer as neatly as possible. And on occasion, pull a few tricks out from my sleeve. Trying to get these logs to do the dance, if you will. And there's always one that does not want to cooperate, like somehow that log magically stuck to my forks. It is always most annoying when they do such a thing. There was no reason for that log to not want to just roll off due to its own weight. That's when the physics in the game get a little quirky. There's no reason why that log should have just rolled off once you tipped at that angle. Whether the log should have just afforded it for it to just roll off right off those forks, but it did not. So now we got to do this dance right here. slowly but surely getting everything stacked up here. And again, due to my condition tonight, I'm not going to be heavy on the talking. So tonight's kind of just going to be more like a watch and learn type of episode, more or less. I don't like how my logs are stacking right now. I wish there was a way I can get everything on the truck to kind of settle in without risk of everything falling off. I don't know how I can get the logs to kind of do what I want them to do here. Yeah. Alright. We're not gonna fight that good fight. In fact, we just could probably just go on and leave this alone and just come back and grab them other ones. This is gonna be a multiple. Even though we only got what, five more logs. If these logs are played nice, then we could probably get those 5 on this one load. Excuse me. Should have been muted for that one. My apologies. Alright, so yeah, we're gonna go ahead and strap these in and keep everything moving as is. And we'll go ahead and sell these and then come back and sell the others. And I'm just not even going to try to push the envelope. We're just going to try and do a proper run. I think part of the issue with me tipping these is running overloaded trailers as well. If we can get an old boy to push up the hill. And it may not have seemed like it coming in, but this is all downhill stuff, and now we're having to go back uphill. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. And we always got to be careful on the turns. That's always where I make my mistakes. Just got to be easy on the turns when you have a fully loaded log trailer on the back. But that would also be true in real life. Alright, we're at the cell site. Just want to be careful turning in. Alright, here we go. Go ahead and drop those off. Our first load of logs. Sell wood button. We'll sell everything we got. And that gives us a 73% completion. Plus we earned an additional $18. Alright gang, we're coming back up to the metal production facility and we're going to make the trek back to the work site. Just have one more load of logs to pick up and drop off, and then we'll complete this contract. Here we go. Alright, and welcome to, if you're just tuning in, welcome to the top of the second hour of the broadcast. And we're working contracts on Farming Simulator 22 Platinum Expansion Series. And this is the Silverrun Forest map. Alright. Of course, it wouldn't be me if we didn't drop one. those 2 logs in. Let's see what we got here. Get this one log to kind of all up in there the way we want it to. There we go. That me being a bit of a perfectionist. I don't like how far it's sticking out here, so I'm gonna see if I can kind of push it back just a small little bit. There we go. Excuse me again, my apologies for not muting that out. Alright, so we have another load. And we're going to go ahead and do our straps. Alrighty. Except this time I got the tractor pointed in the wrong direction. So we gotta get the tractor turned around. And we're heading back uphill. Alright, here we are back in the main road. Alright. Ladies and gentlemen, the struggle is real tonight. The struggle is real. Normally, on weekends, I like to stay up super late and game and all that kind of stuff, but today, you're not going to be able to do it. And by late, I mean late my time in the eastern side, part of the southeast part of the U.S. And in our local time, it's about a little after 10 p.m. So for us, yes, it is getting a little late. Alright. I'm going to go ahead and sell that wood, and that should complete the contract. Excuse me, and that's some good stuff right there. I do have to take one additional step before I say the contract is fully complete. Let's go ahead and do that now. I'm going to go to our contract screen, and the tree transport, you can see it says completed there. But to cash out and receive our funding, we have to select X to collect from this screen, and that's how we get our funding. Collect, and there we go. And still not thinking I want to do the cultivating one, or any of the dead woods or rock removal, so we're going to go ahead and do the next tree transport contract that's on the board, and that's on Farmland 14, and that's only for $6 grand, so it's not a huge payout. Let's check out the location and see if that's if it's really worth it. And for only a $6,000 contract, it is a little bit out there, but we're going to go ahead and make an effort to try to get this one knocked out. Looks like I can just take this little side road here, this one here, and take that one to get to the site. So let's see if we can manage that first. We'll take the trailer first, and then we'll work on getting the telehandler to the location. And again, folks, I want to apologize for sounding like death warmed over tonight, but I'm still working on trying to battle this stuff and get this mess out of my system. So just be patient and bear with me, because I'm fighting a good fight. And of course, the main thing is, dealing with stuff like this is just to make sure that you're well, that you got your fluids in your system. Make sure you're keeping that up. You don't want to get into situations where, why did you stop? I don't understand the behavior of AR vehicles. And I use that term super loosely because there is no I in what's happening with those drones. All right, let's see where we're at here. Apologies, kind of zoned out for a moment there. Let's see, where do we need to get to? The contract location. Where am I, first and foremost? Totally had lost my bearings there for a bit. And actually, did I go down the wrong? Yeah, I did. I'm doing this totally wrong. This is not the road I need to be on. So, let's start over. So it does good to double check. So the dirt road I want to turn up is the one right after you cross the bridge. Alright, did we miss a turn? Alright, where am I? Yep. This road we're going to turn up right here. And now we're off. At least coming this way, we can see how precarious some potential pitfalls we might have on the way coming back from loading up the logs on the trailer. It goes into the shortcut because I thought it was going to bring me out to a connecting road, but the connecting road is at a different level. so let's see where we're at on the map. Bear with me, folks. Just a bit of a struggle here, trying to navigate through this. Alright, let's hop back in the vehicle and see where we're trying to get to again. Alright, so we're still coming up. I got two ways I can come here. I'm just gonna go to my left. All right. We're slowly making our way there to the site. We'll get there eventually. I went up on the site, found one that took way more longer than it should have. My apologies again, gang, because I am working through this thing and medication and my current condition. Definitely not 100%, but I'm trying to make my way through it. There's another road on that side. Like, where is that road at? So this side is literally right by a road. It's the winding one, but it's right there. Alright, so let's go ahead and get a telehandler in place. And I think, just to illustrate that point, we may use the roadways to get the telehandler to the site. Alright, just trying to figure out where I'm at now. I don't see us on the map. I should be somewhere over here. Ah, There we go. Then we're slowly but surely making our way to the site, but this time by a different route. And as you can see here, the hill here is incredibly steep. To be more careful, folks. Hey, kind of blazing through tonight's show. That's not necessarily a bad thing. There we go. We're at the site. couldn't see that one coming. Especially when they wouldn't settle in. Same deal as before. Try to get all the logs on there at least as best that we can. Well, ladies and gentlemen, this has been one crazy ride again tonight. Thank y'all for tuning in. Coming up close to the end of the episode. And coming together again. Hopefully, prayerfully, I should be sounding better and feeling better. Let's drop these. Open up. Yeah. Alright, 2 more logs. And that will be the full load for this contract. Got the final 2 logs. Okay, excuse me. I'm gonna get those 2. Whoa. What are you trying to do to me here, guys? The final 2 logs are trying to some weird stuff there. We got you under control. Alright. And now we gotta do is just haul this to the sale point, cash out, and then we'll finish the contract. Alright, should be good go there. So now it's just making a long haul back to the sale point. And I think this time we're just going to stay on the highways. How to give us also a chance to view the awesomeness of this map. Even though it is a map with a ton of trees on it, it's still a very beautiful map. So we gotta take our time driving back downhill to the sale point. Some of that's going to be by choice, and some of that is going to be by necessity, just because the horsepower of the tractor, of course. As we approach the end of the episode, I want to thank everyone for tuning in, and thank you for your support again. Remember that I'm Bose831 Gaming on all the major social media platforms. That's Twitter, Twitch, Instagram, Facebook. Name it, Bose831 Gaming. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And these videos will be uploaded to my YouTube channel in their entirety. I put the videos up pretty much in their full form. I don't really do any editing or cuts. I just drop it right in there as is. One of my goals is my channel continues to grow a little bit here between now and the upcoming year. I want to get a eventually get a capture card and start doing some dedicated non-live videos off camera, and that's when I'll start. Once I get to that point, then I'll start getting into the whole editing aspect of it. And at some point, you guys might even mess around and see me on a face cam. I don't know if you're ready for this ugly mug just yet. As it stands right now, a majority of the content on this channel is still going to be Farming Simulator. Excuse me. Oh my gosh. Farming Simulator based, but I do plan on doing some streaming and doing some other content as well. Most of it will be gaming based, but I was also bouncing around. I think I talked about this before, about just doing a little random personal commentary channel thing on this channel as well. It might be just something, because I had an idea years ago. I don't show my age, but years ago, before this whole YouTube thing blew up, and I was actually looking at becoming a content provider way back when, and I actually did do a video or two and put them up on YouTube, and it was called One Black Man's Opinion. It was just gonna be a little thing where I came on for like 5 minutes, just talked about whatever was on my brain that particular day, for about 5 minutes, and just got off. And I did like a couple of videos, and that was about it. Just never followed through with it. But then there's so many things going on in my life at the time. It's just real life just caught up with me. But looking at what YouTube is now versus what it was then, it's another one of those missed opportunities. But I digress. But just think about doing, something like that, so along with the gaming stuff. All right. Here, anyway, we're back in the part of the map that we need to be. You just got to go over here to Sawmill and sell these logs, and we should be able to get that knocked out before we jump off tonight. Oh yeah, and if I did say this again, I'll say don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel, my videos, and my content. As you see, I'm signing in, tuning in sick today, taking no time out, man. I'm here for the people. Let's get this thing, let's get it done, let's get it to grow and learn together. Alright, so we're at the sell point. And thankfully we're not overloaded, so we ought to be able to safely turn without having to worry about everything tipping over. Alright, I think he's got to just drop right in here. And this would probably be a cool kind of sort of space for a screenshot, you think? Alright, coming up on the last few minutes. Why not end it with a screenshot opportunity or two? Yeah, I know this is kind of similar to a little cover we shot just recently, but I mean, this is kind of going to be the emphasis of this map. Maybe we'll do it over at the boat play facility. Alright, yeah, we'll do it over there. Alright, but let's go ahead and sell these logs. And finish the contract. And so we sold all the logs. And now we just need to go into the contract screen and go ahead and cash out the tree transport. Collect. Look at there. And we got another $21,001. As you know, we got to jump on that one, so we're going to go ahead and accept that one for sure. That's a nice one there, so accept that one. All right, y'all. Great job, great job. So all the way up to $67,380 right now. This is good stuff. Like I say, let's jump over here. And this is where we do the screenshot. Let's see, we want to do it inside or we want to do it outside. We'll do it outside. Alright. Well, we're at the end of the line, folks. But thanks for tuning in. Thank you for your support. And I will catch you on the flip side. Have a great night, everyone.